Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Let's recite the Mangalasana together. Om Jnanatirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namam Jai Shri Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padamaganam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Titam Kaṁsa Jivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parjana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakanitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancharakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, welcome to the Janmashtami Srimad Bhagavatam class. I was just asked about 15 minutes ago to give the class, so I had to think of something and really take shelter of Lord Krishna so that I can speak something worthwhile. And I also take permission from devotees, blessings from all the devotees that we can speak something in glorification of Lord Krishna's appearance days today, wonderful appearance. One time, His Holiness Divya Maharaj was telling the story. Suddenly he was asked to give a class in Mayapur, and so he was very hesitant, and he passed by His Holiness Jayadada Maharaj, and Maharaj said, "I've given the shortest Srimad Bhagavatam class in the history of ISKCON." And Govind Maharaj said, "I will give a shorter class than that." And somehow he prayed, and Govind Maharaj is a nice Kirtaniya, so he started Jai Radha Madhava. And his Jai Radha Madhava went on for quite some time. And he was praying what to do. And then, he was just about, because it was 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes. And after about 20 minutes, when he was just about to end and start giving Bhagavatam class, a whole group of Bengali, devotees came in with their own chanting of Kirtan, about hundreds of them, and there ended his class. So then Govind Maharaj said, "That is the shortest class I gave in the history of ISKCON." So hopefully today, let's see what we can speak on. It's a wonderful day. Krishna appears on the 8th day of the waning moon of the month of Shravan, and interestingly, he appears in the I'm just looking for something. Shri Radha Gilkul Dhami ki jai.
Prabhu, if I may request, what is is your favorite topic to discuss or share? Maybe
What is my favorite topic?
from the Bhagavatam.
Anytime speaking about Srila Prabhupada, but we have a whole day festival for that tomorrow, so and today is, of course, the birthday boy is Krishna, so we have to speak about the appearance of Krishna. So as we know, Krishna appeared in the prison, but of course before that he appears as a four-handed Vishnu in front of Mother Devaki and Vasudeva and tells them, please don't worry, I will come. And they were worried that if Kaṁsa knows that he's the Supreme Lord himself, then immediately he'll come and kill like the other 6 babies he had done. So what happens is the baby is born. I'm just giving you a bit of background and then I'm going to recite the verse. And then I'm going to speak on what our acharyas say about Krishna's appearance. So baby is born and the news goes to Kaṁsa, and then Kaṁsa comes and then it's a baby girl. And then he remembers Narada Muni saying that whether it's a boy or a girl, doesn't matter, the 8th child is going to kill you. So he takes the baby and he wants to throw the baby on the floor to kill the baby. And the baby slips out of the hand, and then who's the baby? The baby is Yogamaya. And then Yogamaya recites this verse, and from there we will see some of the mysteries of Krishna's appearance. So it's 10:4:12. If you have your device, you can see this. 10:4:12. Canto 10, chapter 4, verse number 12. So please repeat after me. Kim maya hataya manda. Kim maya hataya manda. Jataha khalu tavantakrit. Jataha khalu tavantakrit. Yatra kvava purvashatrur. Yatra kvava purvashatrur. Mahimsi kripanan vritha. Mahimsi kripanan vritha. O Kaṁsa, you fool, what will be the use of killing me? The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has been your enemy from the very beginning and who will certainly kill you, has already taken his birth somewhere else. Therefore, do not unnecessarily kill other children. So Yogamaya is actually saying Krishna has taken his birth somewhere else, not in the prison here. Now, general conception, we know that Krishna is born in prison here. But Yogamaya in Srīmad Bhāgavatam is saying that Krishna has taken his birth somewhere else. What is the use of killing me? So I'll speak the synonyms. Kim. What is the use? Maya. Me. Hataya. In killing. Manda. Oh, you fool. Jataha. Has already been born. Khalu. Indeed. Tava antakrit. Who will kill you? Yatra kovava. Somewhere else. Purva shatruhu. Your former enemy. Ma. Do not. Himsihi. Kill. Kripanam. Other poor children. Vritha. Unnecessarily. O Kaṁsa, you fool, what will be the use of killing me? The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has been your enemy from the very beginning and who will certainly kill you, has already taken his birth somewhere else. Therefore, do not unnecessarily kill other children. We know the story of the 6 children which Kaṁsa killed before. They were also the sons of Kalnemi. And so So, of course, they were also cursed that they would be killed by their own father. So Kaṁsa in this life, he kills the 6 children. And of course, these 6 children are the 6 enemies in our hearts. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Madha, Moha, and Matsarya. So, Krishna, in the middle of the night, he appears and he appears first as a 4-armed Vishnu, and then out of the fear of Kaṁsa, they plead to him that please, no, please just come as an ordinary child. And then Krishna appears as the ordinary child in the prison house. But then here Bhāgavatam says Yogamaya is her servant. Who is Yogamaya? Krishna is Krishna's younger sister, right? Bhāgavatam also describes, Sukadeva Goswami describes, Yogamaya is Vishnu Anuja. Vishnu Anuja. Anuja means younger. So Yogamaya is the younger sister of Krishna. Because they appeared together and Krishna appeared first and then Yogamaya appeared. So Yogamaya says Krishna has already appeared somewhere else. Krishna has already appeared somewhere else. Then the mystery deepens. No, everyone knows that Krishna is born of Devaki and Vasudeva in the prison house. So our acharyas explain. So Srīmad Bhāgavatam states that Yogamaya says that yes, he is born somewhere else, he appeared somewhere else. And then Bhāgavatam also describes Yogamaya as Vishnu Anuja. That means she is the younger sister of Krishna. So they are born, and then Yogamaya is appearing here in the hands of Kaṁsa. She's speaking to Kaṁsa, and then she's going to disappear. So our Sukadeva Goswami, harekrishnatemple. Now you might also ask a question that mother has given birth, and how will she not recognize who the child is? No, it's not a baby girl, she's got given birth to a baby boy. But then our Acharya Sukadeva Goswami especially, he says that because Mother Yashoda was so much Mother Devaki was so much in pain that she was, she wanted some rest and she could not understand what was happening. So even though in one way Krishna appeared here and then Yogamaya also came and Mother Devaki could not understand. And there also Mother Yashoda could not understand how this is happening. So this is the mystery of Krishna's appearance. That the general conception is that Krishna appeared in the jail as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva, but he is actually appearing in the womb of Mother Yashoda, from the womb of Mother Yashoda. And that is why when we say that Krishna never leaves Vrindavan, he never takes one step out of Vrindavan. So Acharya said that the Krishna who appeared in the from the womb of Mother Yashoda is actual Krishna, and the one who appeared in the jail, in the prison, is Vasudeva Krishna. And of course, we know the difference that the Krishna in Vrindavan, he doesn't kill any demon. It's the Vasudeva Krishna which kills the demon. And when Vasudeva took Krishna, as we know, Yamuna parted and Vasudeva took, Krishna, Kaliya gave the Ananta Shesh gave the shelter in the storm and the rain, and then he was taken to Mother Yashoda's place. So when Vasudeva takes Vasudeva Krishna to Vrindavan, to Gokul, they both merge into each other and they become one Krishna, like that. So how do we understand that from the mother's point of view? So Prabhupada explains this, that Mother Devaki's love for Krishna was a little mixed. It is called a Jnanamayi Prema. So Mother Devaki's prema was Jnanamayi Prema. There was little Jnana there. So original Krishna was not, he did not appear from the womb of Mother Devaki. But Mother Yashoda's prema, as we know, was Kevala Prema. It was only love, without any understanding of the superiority of Krishna or any understanding of any awe and reverence. Of course, Mother Devaki sees, Vasudeva sees Krishna as the Supreme Lord. They see him in the four-armed form. And this again because the love which Vasudeva and Devaki had was mixed with Gyan, was Gyanamai, and Yashoda's love was, it was pure love. So for Vasudeva and Devaki, Krishna, even though their son, but he's still God. But for Nanda and Yashoda, who is he? He's just my little Lala, he's just my little child, he's a little cowherd boy. No one else in Vrindavan, no one thinks Krishna is God. And that's the difference. So Prabhupada for us is very, very mercifully, very nicely. I was in Poland many years ago, and His Holiness Niranjan Swami, he was telling us that that if we just understand our good fortune, just simply by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, we can actually access the Braj Bhakti of Vrindavan, of the Yugal couple, of the Divya Yugal, of the divine couple. It's no one else gives you this. No one else gives you this. The divine, everyone else will give you, Vaikuntha Prem, Narayan Prem, all other prems you'll get. But the Yugala Prem for Srimati Radharani and Krishna in Vrindavan only we can get here by chanting the Harekrishna mantra. And that is the boon, that is the benediction, that is the mercy which Prabhupada has given us. Now, you might also say, but even exalted devotees, they call Krishna as Devaki Nandan, Vasudeva Nandan. How does that happen? Because if he's Yashoda Nandan, the advanced devotees will not call him by Devaki Nandan. They will call him by Yashoda Nandan. But what does Kunti Maharani pray? Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So even Kunti Maharani, she calls Krishna as Devaki Nandan. So for us, yes, we have got a variety here. We can call him by whatever name, popularly called by the advanced devotees. Devaki Nandan, Yashoda Nandan. Of course, these are secondary names. Of course, primary names are also there. Also, in the primary and secondary names, there is sometimes overlap because of the love. Yashodanandan is, even though it is a relationship name, it's sometimes called a secondary name, but because of the pure love of Mother Yashoda, some acharyas call Yashodanandan as the primary name. So, Mother Queen Kunti, she says, Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So she offers a respect, she offers obeisances to one who is Krishna, who is a Vasudeva Krishna, Devaki Nandan Krishna, and he is ultimately a Nanda Gopa. He is a Gopa, the cowherd boy, son of Nanda Maharaj, and Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So he is the controller of everyone's senses. So this way we can see that Vasudeva and Devaki and Nanda and Yashoda, they became two sets of parents of Krishna. And they were both, of course, the story is very different for both of them. And Prabhupada then explains that, yes, they do not become the mother of Krishna or father of Krishna. They are eternally mother and father of Krishna, especially Nanda and Yashoda. Prabhupada says that it is not possible for a sadhana siddha. Sadhana siddha means people who have become liberated because of their sadhana. Even amongst the cowherd boys, cowherd girls of in Vrindavan, there are some sadhana siddha devotees. Some devotees who have perfected their lives by sadhana, by spiritual practices. But many of them are also nitya siddhas. Nitya siddha means who are eternally associates of Krishna. So this way, the devotees who are in Vrindavan also, some of them are sadhana siddhas, some of them are nitya siddhas. The Prabhupada says that it is not possible for a sadhana siddha to become mother or father of Krishna. Krishna's mother and father are already designated. So when we worship Krishna in Vatsalya Bhava, when we worship Krishna, especially I come from a Pushti Margi background, and when we worship Krishna in Vatsalya Bhava, we should understand that yes, if I continue on that path and when I reach the spiritual world, it is not that I will become Nanda or I will become Yashoda or I will become Vasudeva Devaki. No, their positions are already taken up. We will become servants of those personalities. So Krishna appears and then he performs his pastimes here. And we see when Krishna performs the pastimes here, amazingly wonderful pastimes he performs. All his pastimes are extraordinary. He does nothing ordinary. What does he do? He is a little boy. He gives liberation to Putana. Putana comes to kill Krishna. How does the verse go? The mercy verse, super mercy verse. Ahobakiyam stanakalakutam. So this way, Sukadeva Goswami is thinking of Krishna's pastimes where he is, and Satyananda, his own Satyananda Maharaj, he calls it a super mercy lila. Krishna gives mercy to everyone, but to Putana he gave super mercy. That someone who comes as a mother, disguised as a mother to kill Krishna, but Krishna gives her the position of a dhatri, of a mother in the spiritual world, of a nurse in spiritual world. So this way, Krishna's pastimes are all extraordinary. You cannot imagine an ordinary boy lifting a mountain. So Krishna, when he was 5-7 years, he lifts the Govardhan hill. So nothing is extraordinary. And our favorite verse we discussed many times, where Sukadeva Goswami is speaking that we can remember Krishna by 4 ways. Just before the 10th canto is about to begin, in the last chapter of the 9th canto, there's a nice verse where Sukadeva Goswami is appreciating the fortune of Brajvasis, especially Nanda Maharaj. And he says, devotees, especially Brajvasis, can remember Krishna by 4 ways. We can remember Krishna by his affectionate smile, by his extraordinary beauty, by his uncommon pastimes, and by his instructions. So this way, we can see Krishna when he appears. Wonderful, so many descriptions, so many verses describing Krishna's beauty are given in Srīmad Bhāgavatam. Krishna's affectionate behavior towards, all the Brajvasis and all the devotees. Even for us, just think, sometimes we think, these are Brajvasis, but what about me? What about me? And how has Krishna appeared here? As the holy name. We can see, the famous musicians, they also speak that music or sound vibration, what does it do? It pacifies our mind. It lowers our blood pressure. It actually helps us in living a soothing and calm lifestyle. And that's why people, even when Krishna says what is day for yogi is the night for the karmi, and night for the yogi is day for the karmi, even the choice of music will make a difference in people's lives. When you take a very soothing music, it affects us. So this way Krishna, the sound vibration affects us, all of us. And when Krishna appears as his holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This way we can see Krishna has appeared in the Kali Yuga. And for us, we are very fortunate that any time we can just chant Hare Krishna and be with Krishna. And I very often quote this famous verse of Chaitanya Prabhu. He says, famous quote from Chaitanya Prabhu. He says, God is only one thought away, always. So today is Janmashtami, devotees have worked hard, and today we'll showcase the Krishna's appearance and Krishna's activities, how to connect to Krishna, the Sambandha Gyan, the Avideya Gyan, and the Prayojana Gyan, to one and all who comes. And we've got so many facilities. We can buy books about Krishna. We can chant Krishna's names. We can hear Krishna Katha. So many things we can do. We can, take Krishna Prasadam. And this way, not only accept Krishna in our lives, allow Krishna to appear in our lives in the form of the deities, in the form of the books, in the form of the holy name, but also we can be instrument in the hands of Krishna so that we can give Krishna to one and all. So today, if we can spend more time on hearing about Krishna, I'll just end with reading some verses where Krishna is appearing so that some meditation is, becomes easy for us all. Shri Radha Girigundhari ki jai. This is the 10th canto, chapter 3, the birth of Lord Krishna. Thereafter, at the auspicious time for the appearance of the Lord, the entire universe was surcharged with all the qualities of goodness, beauty and peace. The constellation Rohini appeared, as did stars like Ashwini. The sun, the moon, and the other stars and planets were very peaceful. All directions appeared extremely pleasing, and the beautiful stars twinkled in the cloudless sky. Decorated with towns, villages, mines, and pasturing grounds, the earth seemed all auspicious. The rivers flowed with clear water, and the lakes and vast reservoirs full of lilies and lotuses were extraordinarily beautiful. In the trees and green plants, full of flowers and leaves, pleasing to the eyes, birds like cuckoos and swarms of bees began chanting with sweet voices for the sake of the demigods. A pure breeze began to blow, pleasing the sense of touch and bearing the aroma of flowers. And when the Brahmanas engaging in ritualistic ceremonies ignited their fires according to Vedic principles, the fires burned steadily, undisturbed by the breeze. So you can imagine everything is coming together very nicely. Even though the breeze is blowing, but the fire of the sacrifice did by the Brahmanas, they are steady. Thus, when the birthless Lord Vishnu, when the birthless Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was about to appear, the saints and Brahmanas, who had always been disturbed by demons like Kaṁsa and his men, felt peace within the core of their hearts. And kettle drums simultaneously vibrated from the upper planetary system. The Kinnaras and Gandharvas began to sing auspicious songs. The Siddhas and Charanas offered auspicious prayers, and the Vidyadharas, along with the Apsaras, began to dance in jubilation. The demigods and great saintly persons showered flowers in a joyous mood, and clouds gathered in the sky and very mildly thundered, making sounds like those of the ocean's waves. Then the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon, because Devaki was of the same category as Sri Krishna. Vasudeva then saw the newborn child, who had very wonderful lotus-like eyes, and who bore in his 4 hands the 4 weapons, Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padma. On his chest was the mark of Srivatsa, and on his neck the brilliant Kaustuba gem. Dressed in yellow, his body blackish like a dense cloud, his scattered hair fully grown, and his helmet and earrings sparkling uncommonly with the valuable gem of Vaidurya, the child decorated with a brilliant belt, armlets, bangles and other ornaments appeared very wonderful. When Vasudeva saw his extraordinary son, his eyes were struck with wonder. In transcendental jubilation, he mentally collected 10,000 cows and distributed them among the Brahmanas as a transcendental festival. So Vasudeva just gave in his mind charity of 10,000 cows. O Maharaj Parikshit, descendant of King Bharat, Vasudeva could understand that this child was the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan. Having concluded this without a doubt, he became fearless. Bowing down with folded hands and concentrating his attention, he began to offer prayers to the child who illuminated his birthplace by his natural influence. Vasudeva said, these are the prayers offered by Lord Vasudeva. We'll recite some of them. My Lord, you are the Supreme Person beyond material existence, and you are the Super Soul. Your form can be perceived by transcendental knowledge, by which you can be understood as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I now understand your position perfectly. My Lord, you are the same person who in the beginning created this material world by his personal external energy. After the creation of this world of the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, you appear to have entered it, although in fact you have not. O my Lord, Lord of the demigods, after hearing the prophecy that you would take birth in our home and kill him, this uncivilized Kaṁsa killed so many of your elder brothers. As soon as he hears from his lieutenants that you have appeared, he will immediately come with weapons to kill you. Sukadeva Goswami continued, thereafter having seen that her child had all the symptoms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Devaki, who was very much afraid of Kaṁsa and unusually astonished, began to offer prayers to the Lord. And then Mother Devaki continues the prayers. O Lord, you are the all-pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead, and your transcendental four-armed form, holding conch shell, disc, club and lotus, is unnatural for this world. Please withdraw this form and become just like a natural human child, so that I may try to hide you somewhere. The Supreme Personality of Godhead replied, my mother, best of the chaste, in your previous birth, in the Swayambhuva millennium, you were known as Prishni and Vasudeva. And that's why one of the names of Krishna is Prishni Garbha, who appears from the Garbha of Prishni. My dear mother, best of the chaste, in your previous birth, in the Swayambhuva millennium, you were known as Prishni and Vasudeva, who was the most pious Prajapati, named Sutapa. So Sutapa and Prishni. When both of you were ordered by Lord Brahma to create progeny, you first underwent severe austerities by controlling your senses. So this way Krishna describes his previous birth, and it goes on. O supremely chaste mother, I, the same personality, have now appeared of you both as your son for the third time. Take my words as the truth. I've shown you this form of Vishnu just to remind you of my previous births. Otherwise, if I appeared like an ordinary human child, you would not believe that the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu has indeed appeared. Sukadeva Goswami said, after thus instructing his mother and father, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna remained silent. In their presence, by his internal energy, he then transformed himself into a small human child. In other words, he transformed himself into his original form, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So this way we can see there's a nice conversation happening between the parents and Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, and then Krishna appears as the normal two-armed form, as a Nar Akriti. But here Sukadeva Goswami describes him as Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. This way today, if we can meditate on the appearance of Krishna, the qualities of Krishna, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila and Dham, and then make this day wonderful, and help others also make their day, start their spiritual journey. And of course tomorrow is Srila Prabhupada's appearance day. We'll start the program at 4:30 for Mangalarati and continue till just past the midday feast. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Granth Raj Srīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai. Shri Krsna Janmashtami Mahotsav ki jai. Any questions or any comments? Sorry for an impromptu class. I don't know whether I did justice or whatever. Please forgive me if I've not done any justice to the verse or to the occasion.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I felt like Krishna's born.
Thank you, Madam. Anyone else? Okay, so we'll continue chanting. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So just one announcement. Throughout the day, devotees